A lot of people are looking at the player and thinking to themselves, well, you're getting an all NBA center, you're getting a former All-Star, and you're pairing him up with another fellow All-Star in Karl Anthony Towns. People are saying, Karl Anthony Towns' biggest problem is his defense, and you're pairing him up with a perennial defensive player of the year candidate after winning multiple defensive player of the years in the first place, Rudy Gobert. So they're thinking if this is going to do wonders for Karl Anthony Towns, he's probably going to slide to the power forward position, and they're going to make this work because you have defense and then you have an offensive player like Karl Anthony Towns who, at least since he won the 3-point contest, has thought he's a 3-point shooter like that. So he's taking a lot more threes. That's their thinking. I get that. I get it. I understand that. I understand the thinking that the Minnesota Timberwolves have. The thinking is you have your best player right now in Karl Anthony Towns. What is his biggest weakness? Defense and making smart decisions in very important situations, i.e. the playoffs. He hasn't really done. I mean, you saw in the playoffs against against Memphis, he made some poor decisions. So we're going to pair him with somebody that does all of his strengths. All of his weaknesses. Defense, Rudy Gobert, multiple-time defensive player of the year. Make smart decisions. Rudy Gobert don't make dumb decisions in the game. So I understand that. So again, I understand Minnesota's thinking. I really do. I do. But that doesn't mean that I don't. That doesn't mean that it's not incompetent. And here's why. Let's go back. Since 2012. Let's look at these champions again. Miami Heat. Why did the Miami Heat win the championship in 2012, 2013? Well, they had LeBron James, D. Wade, and Chris Bosh. You know what? Most of them have in common. They're not bigs outside of maybe Chris Bosh, but he's a stretch big. San Antonio Spurs, outside of Tim Duncan. Golden State Warriors. You know what? Golden State Warriors. Let's just talk about their best players. Golden State Warriors. You had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, 2015. And I'm just talking about the biggest reason why they won. They were incredible defensively as well, but you had that nucleus. 2016, LeBron James, Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving's a stretch big. 2017, Golden State. You had Kevin Durant, ain't nobody stopping that. 2018, you had Kevin Durant, ain't nobody stopping that. 2019, a good defensive team already. You add possibly the best on-ball defender in the league when healthy in Kawhi Leonard. Also, Golden State just fell apart. Los Angeles Lakers, you had LeBron James, Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is a hybrid big. Milwaukee, you had the best player possibly in the league in Giannis. You also had Drew Holiday, PJ Tucker, Brook Lopez. I think Serge Ibaka was on that team. And then 2022 Golden State, Steph, Klay, Dre, Jordan Poole, Andrew Wiggins. What did I not say? None of those teams won with a big that's not versatile. Outside of Golden State, but you also have Steph, Klay, Dre, Andrew Wiggins, Kevin Durant. You also have the 2016 Cavs. You have Tristan Thompson. But you also have LeBron, Kevin Love, and Kyrie. You see, I understand the thinking that Minnesota has. You pair two All-Stars on one team. one of which is a multiple-time Defensive Player of the Year, one of which is a young, rising star in Karl Anthony Towns, who just won the three-point contest. I get it. But the problem is, let's talk about the NBA first. I understand that some teams like to zig when the rest of the NBA is zagging, and sometimes it works. And it's funny because I don't know when it worked. Okay, 2019. That's when it worked. So the league for a while has been primarily offense, primarily focusing on offense. You know, we're going to have the best offensive team. 2019 and a little bit 2021, when the Toronto Raptors and the Milwaukee Bucks won, that's kind of debunked. However, you had a really good Toronto team defensively with Kyle Lowry, Danny Green, Serge Ibaka, Marcus Gasol, Pascal Siakam, and then you add Kawhi Leonard. You have the best player. I think that year, Giannis, in 2021, Giannis won MVP. No, he didn't. Giannis won Defensive Player of the Year, I believe. What I'm saying is this. The Timberwolves are trying to zig when the rest of the league is zagging. And while that could work, it usually does not. And the reason why it usually does not is because you're easy to be figured out. Teams can figure you out very easily. You see, I tried to big up Rudy Gobert. I did. But let's have a serious conversation about Rudy Gobert. He's an incredible rim protector. Incredible. Hell, if it was just about rim protecting, he'd damn near be a Hall of Famer. But look at damn near every single time the Utah Jazz have been bounced out the playoffs. What is the biggest reason why? Because teams have figured out Utah. And one of the biggest ways to beat and attack Utah is to do what? Attack Rudy Gobert. I mean, Klay Thompson said it, and he had Golden State was playing Utah, and Golden State won. And I remember clear as day, Klay Thompson said in the post-game interview, we tried to put Rudy Gobert in every single ball screen possible. So it's like you trade a lot of capital for, I understand, an all-star, but why? Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves are zigging when the rest of the league is zagging. The rest of the league is getting smaller. The rest of the league is getting faster. The rest of the league is focused on shooting. The rest of the league is focused on perimeter defense. When you have D'Angelo Russell and Anthony Edwards, who both are not defenders. Anthony Edwards maybe a little better than D'Angelo Russell, but they're both not defenders. And at any given night, when the league is completely healthy, you got to go against Steph. You got to go against Clay. You got to go against Kyrie. You got to go against Dame. You got to go against Russell Westbrook. You have to go against Jaylen Brown. You have to go against Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Damian Lillard. It's not a smart trade. The people keep saying, I see a lot of people say, you're acting like those picks are just gonna amount to something. You act like, those, you don't know what those picks are gonna amount to. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that. You don't know what those picks are gonna amount to. You don't know what the 2023, 2025, 2026, 2027, 2029 first round picks are gonna amount to. You don't know. But one thing I do know is we know who Rudy Gobert is. And we know his limitations are That's another thing. Outside of the paint, he's not good doing anything. He's not good dribbling. He can't dribble. If he dribbles the ball, the defense had a very successful drive. He has no post moves. Yo, you remember it was against I think it was against Dallas. That man tried to post up, I believe it was Dwight Powell, and dribble the ball off his foot.